Hey, good morning, everyone. Look, um, just wanted to come on, do a quick morning motivation. We've been talking about power this year. That is our um, theme this year, power. We're talking about the power of what we think, manifesting what we comes out in what we say, and manifesting what we have. And part of our power that we we really want to talk about, I want to talk about this morning, is the power of what we hear. So on Wednesday we talked about what we see and how it affects us. Now let's talk about what we hear, what we allow in our ear gates, because a lot of times we give our power away because what we hear again imprints on our brain and helps us to think a certain thing, which begin to manifest in what we say and in what we have. And so this morning's motivation is about guarding our ears. So we were talking about our eyes on Wednesday and how our eyes will have us seeing something that's not there. Well, our ears will have us listening to something that we shouldn't. Because a lot of times we will hear things, someone will come, this is my best buddy, my best friend, and they'll share their opinion, and their opinion begin to form your thoughts. Hear what I say. Their opinion begins to form your thoughts on a situation that may not be your situation. And so when you take their opinion to form the thoughts on your situation, now you have a situation that you never had before. Now you giving your power to someone else's thoughts because your ears were open to their voice. Who whose voice is your ear open to? That is this morning's question. Whose voice is your ear open to? And has that voice help you to go further or cause stumbling blocks? Because when you begin to form an opinion because it's someone else's opinion, that thing a lot of times becomes a stumbling block in your way and it wasn't even your problem. How many times have we picked up someone else's problem, someone else's bag, and begin to carry that bag, and that bag was never designed for you? And so now I'm walking around with 100 pound, a 200 pound, a 500 pound bag, and I'm not built to carry the weight of that 500 pounds, and the 500 pounds never belonged to me. It belonged to somebody else. That's what we do when we don't guard our ear gates, when we don't guard our eye gates. We allow these things to come into our mind. We allow these thoughts to begin to form because of what we thought we saw or we heard from someone else, and it may not even be true. This morning, I want you to begin to think about how you have been forming your thoughts, how your thoughts have come about. Was that ever even something you thought about before you heard it? Was that ever even something that bothered you before you heard it? Was that ever even something that was in your view before they told you that thing? Now I'm looking for it. She told me so and so is like that. Now I'm looking for it. They told me this situation always turns out like that. Now I'm looking for it. Because now I'm looking for what I heard. I don't know it for myself, but when it comes to me, now I begin to form an opinion on what somebody told me. Now I begin to look at it differently because now it's in my brain. So now I'm like thinking about this thing. Wasn't my thought, but now I'm thinking about it. Then I begin to say it. And of course, once I say it and it's gotten better than me, of course, that has to be what it is, right? Why? Because that's what I see now. That's what I hear now. It's in my ear. It's repeating in my brain. And it could be untrue. It could be somebody else's problem that you just picked up. And why did you pick it up? Because they were a trusted voice. And the trusted voice has an issue, and now I have an issue. Guard your ear gates. That's your power. Don't give your power away by listening to the wrong voices. Because the wrong voices will change your mind, will form an impression on your brain. Then you will begin to speak that thing. And guess what? It's going to manifest. Because our words, oh, the word can't come back void. Your words don't come back void either. How does it come back void? Because what I think, what a man thinketh, so is he. So if I start thinking that thing, that's what I am. If I start believing that thing, that's what I am. Why? Because it formulates in my brain. Then I begin to speak it, and then it begins to manifest before me. So today, I encourage you, guard your ears. Guard your ears for what you hear. Guard your ears because it's not what comes out of you, it's what's in you. But how did it get in you if it's not something that you were ever concerned about? Who told you that? My first lady says that all the time. Who told you that? Guard your ears. Guard your ears. Reclaim your power and watch your life change. Because what's going on is your life is changing and you're trying to figure out, why is my life changing? Why does this look that way? Why does that look that way? But it's because you heard it. You heard it, and then your brain began to form the opinion of something that had nothing to do with you. Something that was not your situation, but now it's your situation. It wasn't. It still isn't. And when you begin to scrub that mess off of you, you'll find out it's something way more valuable under there than what that person told you, because your thoughts does matter. You matter, and it's not about what someone else thinks about you. Hey, look, as usual, I never come on and not invite you to this year's conference that's coming up in October the 24th. Life Happens Power is going to happen in the city of Baltimore this year, October the 24th. And we are talking about reclaiming that power. What are you thinking? How is it affecting what you're saying? And what do you see from what you're thinking? Look, so go over to lifehappens1.com today and register. Get in the room, get in the room, get in the room. And let's talk about the power that you have. Look, Life Happens is a conference where mental health professionals and spiritual leaders come together to equip us with tools to deal with everyday life. And we want to equip you this year. So get in the room, get this information, find out how to reclaim your power, find out how to guard your ears and guard your eyes so that you can manifest what you really want out of life. And look, if you don't remember anything else I said this morning, please remember this. Everything you hear is not for you to carry. People will share with you their opinion, and their opinion become your thought. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Say what you think, because what you think comes out of your mouth and forms in your hand. Make sure that we're thinking positively, speaking positively, so that we can see positive things manifest in our lives. Look, I love you all. This has been your morning motivation. I will see you on Monday. Have an amazing day and an amazing weekend. And look, have some fun. It's going to be hot. Make sure you stay cool. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.